The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On play action, we're set. This is caught by Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Brissett's throw pulled in by Tate. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season, with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Benjamin's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play, because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. It's Barkley on the counter. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Brissett now. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Brissett. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he's got some space here. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And this one's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Brissett. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 44, Brissett. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Brissett to throw on 1st. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Brissett. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Brissett. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Brissett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now, and Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after a partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Brissett. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Brissett sets to throw it. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A give up the middle to Gibson. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Throwing, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
And in the air once more, it's Brissett. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 50 yards. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill. 2 guys, people with these 2 rows, and you have to go right through the middle of them and make sure you take care of the football and knock people aside. He's performing the drill on that run. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw now on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Brissett on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
A second down throw for Brissett. This is caught by Tate. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
First down, Brissett. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Brissett again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Caught right side, Tate. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Brissett. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
A 37-yard line.
Here we go, check.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Again, it's Barkley.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Check.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Giants 35. Commanders 17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 27, Brissett. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Brissett now. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, Brissett.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 29 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Ready?
Barkley, inside handoff. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had